Congratulations, Olivia. I heard that you're getting married soon. Huh? Who told you about my marriage? Remember Emma from our middle school club? I just had coffee with her today. That's when I heard about it. Apparently, you and Emma work at the same company, and she told me you're marrying the CEO. I was so surprised. Oh no, did Emma really tell you all that? At this rate, all our middle school friends will know about it. What's wrong with that? It's great news. If anything, I'm sad I had to hear it from someone else. We're close friends, so you should have told me about your engagement. I didn't want people to know yet. The whole thing is still being arranged. That's even more reason to tell your friends. We could help with the planning and preparations. It's complicated, Sarah. I've been very busy with the engagement and work. I understand being busy, but it only takes a moment to send a text. Is everything okay with you? I'm fine. It's just going through a lot of changes right now. Well, regardless, I'm really happy for you. Are you excited about your marriage? Or a little nervous? Both, I suppose. It's a significant change in my life. I can imagine. Anyway, let's meet up soon, just the two of us. Maybe have dinner sometime? We have so much to catch up on, and I want to celebrate your engagement. Sorry, I appreciate the thought, but I don't need congratulations from poor people, so let's cancel that dinner plan, okay? What? You probably heard, but I'm marrying the CEO of my company. That means I'm going to be the CEO's wife. I need to be selective about who I associate from now on, so I won't be having dinner with ordinary people like you anymore. Wait, Olivia, what are you suddenly saying about poor people and ordinary people? Choosing who to associate with? We've been friends since middle school. Huh? Friends? Since when did you and I become friends? What? Sorry, but I never actually thought of you as a friend. We've known each other since middle school, but that's all. We were never friends, and actually, I always hated you. What? Hold on, what are you suddenly saying? We were super close in middle school. We ate lunch together, walked to and from school together. We hung out together so many times. Every moment I spent with you was painful. You didn't even notice that and thought we were close? You're hilarious. Painful? What are you talking about? Did you really hate me? Yes, I hated how you always showed off how privileged you were. You were always looking down on me for being from a single-father household. What? Every day, you insensitively ate your mother-made lunchboxes right in front of me. And on the way home, you always stopped at convenience stores. You were just flaunting your wealth to me, a poor girl from a single-father household. I never meant it that way. Besides, you were always the one who suggested stopping at convenience stores. I was actually worried about your allowance, remember? Yet you always said you were fine and bought tons of stuff. When a classmate asks if your allowance is okay, you have to say you're fine. You have to keep up appearances and buy unnecessary things. You couldn't even read the room, and that's why I hated you. What? I was always barely getting by with my allowance. By the end of the month, I had to secretly take money from Dad's wallet. I hated you for making me do that. That has nothing to do with me. You're just taking your frustrations out on me. Shut up! The fact is, I had bad experiences because of you, but finally, our positions are reversed now. I'm going from a poor single-father household to becoming a CEO's wife. Olivia. I'm entering a different social circle now. I need to be mindful of appearances. I don't even know what to say. This doesn't sound like you at all. Maybe you never really knew me. People change, Sarah. I'm moving up in the world. Moving up doesn't mean leaving your friends behind. We've known each other for years. And now our paths are diverging. That's life. I can't believe this. And unlike me, Sarah, you're still not even married, and you're still working as a clerk at that small company? What a dull life. My job and private life have nothing to do with this. You're just saying that because you're frustrated you lost to me, but now you understand, right? There's an enormous gap between you and me now, so stop pretending to be my friend for the rest of your life. I don't recognize you anymore, Olivia. What happened to you? Nothing happened to me. I just don't need to pretend anymore. Pretend? You know that we've shared so many moments together. That was all fake. I just played along because it was convenient at the time. Well, I don't believe that. No one could fake a friendship for that many years. Believe what you want. It doesn't change the fact that we're now in completely different leagues. Is this really about your fiancé's money? Do you really think wealth determines a person's worth? Of course it does! Money means power, influence, and respect. Those things I never had growing up, which I always wanted. And what about your dad? He worked so hard to raise you on his own. Does his ordinary status embarrass you too now? Hey, don't bring my father into this. He's different. Tell me, how is he different? By your new standards, wouldn't he be just another poor person? That's not the same. He's family. And we were like family too. At least I thought we were. Well, you thought wrong. And now I'm creating my own new family. One with status and connections. But I think you're making a huge mistake pushing away people who genuinely care about you. Care about me? You just wanted to feel superior by befriending the poor girl with no mother. That's absolutely not true. I liked spending time with you because you were funny, smart, and kind. Or at least you used to be. Whatever. I don't need your approval anymore. I'm moving up in the world while you stay stuck in mediocrity. If moving up means becoming this cruel and shallow, I'd rather stay where I am. Your choice. Enjoy your ordinary life with your ordinary friends. I've got a gorgeous wedding to plan. Fine. I genuinely hope you find what you're looking for, Olivia. But I think you'll discover that money doesn't buy happiness or true connection. So cliché. That's exactly what poor people say to make themselves feel better about their miserable lives. I'm done with this conversation. Good luck with everything. I don't need luck when I have money and status on my side. Goodbye, Sarah.
It's been a while, Sarah. How have you been doing?
Mr. Wilson, it's been so long. How have you been?
Well, as you've probably heard, Olivia's engagement has been decided. I'm doing well thanks to that.
Congratulations on the engagement. Seems like she found a wonderful person.
Yes, he's a wonderful young man. That's why I'm really looking forward to the wedding. But Sarah, would you reconsider declining the wedding invitation?
Huh?
I heard from Olivia. Seems like you can't come due to work. But is there any way you could adjust your schedule to come?
Declining due to work. Did Olivia actually tell you that?
Yes, she did. But you and Olivia were such good friends, weren't you? I think she'd be really happy if you could come.
I wonder about that.
What are you saying? Of course she would. My daughter Olivia has always struggled with social interactions and doesn't have many friends. As her father, I'm grateful to you for being her friend all these years. I know it's selfish of me, but I want my daughter to have a wonderful wedding. I want her to be celebrated by all her wonderful friends.
Mr. Wilson.
So please, could you try to adjust your work schedule? I know it's a selfish request, but I'd like you to reconsider.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. Just the fact that you're considering it means a lot to me.
For you, Mr. Wilson, I'll give it a try. You've always been kind to me.
I appreciate that. You've always been like family to us, Sarah.
I treasure those memories with your family too, so I'll reconsider about attending the wedding.
Thank you, Sarah. You've always been so thoughtful. Olivia and I will look forward to your reply.
Huh. It makes no sense that you're here when I didn't invite you. We didn't invite any poor people to today's wedding. Today's wedding is even more impressive than I expected. It's so luxurious that I feel intimidated. As expected from a wedding with a CEO, the scale is different. Are you listening to me? You weren't invited to today's ceremony. How did you even get in without an invitation? That's rude. I do have a proper invitation. Huh? But I didn't send you an invitation, and you still claim to have one. Are you stupid? I actually have an invitation from the groom, so please stop calling me stupid because of your misunderstanding. It's just unpleasant. You're lying. Did you forge an invitation just to attend this luxurious wedding? And you're even lying that you got it from the groom since you knew you couldn't get one from me. I'm starting to laugh at the desperate efforts of a poor person. Huh? Did you think you'd be forgiven if you somehow snuck into the venue? Did you think we'd be friendly like in middle or high school? Sorry, but I have no such intention. I plan to cut ties with all uncultured poor people with this marriage. So you're saying I'm an uncultured poor person?
That's right! So disappear from my sight right now! It's unacceptable for a poor person to appear before me, the CEO's wife. Only rich people are invited to my wedding, so just go home quickly.
But I was actually invited by the CEO.
What? You mean my husband?
I'm here with a legitimate invitation. If you still want to kick me out, are you prepared for the consequences? If you kick me out for being a poor, uncultured person, you'll be embarrassing the groom who invited me.
Huh? I don't understand at all. Why would you be invited by him? My groom is the CEO of a major corporation. There's no way he'd invite an ordinary person like you. He should have no connections with you.
Well, apparently I do.
Wait, did you somehow trick him? Did you pretend to be someone important to get an invitation? That's so pathetic.
I didn't need to trick anyone. I was personally invited.
What? This makes no sense. Why would my fiancé invite someone I've never mentioned to him?
Maybe because he knows me independently of you?
That's impossible. He doesn't associate with ordinary people. He's in an entirely different social circle.
People aren't always what they seem, Olivia. Sometimes there are connections you don't know about.
Stop being cryptic and explain yourself. How do you know my fiancé?
Actually, I'm the CEO's cousin.
What?
We're relatives. That's why I could confidently enter this luxurious venue. There's a seat properly prepared for me in the groom's family section.
Wait a minute. What? So you're actually his cousin? I've never heard anything about this.
My mother's brother married into the corporate family. Their child is my cousin, your groom. If you don't believe me, why don't you ask him directly? We're close in age, and we played together quite a bit when we were little.
What? So you're related to the corporation family? Why didn't you tell me about something so important? There were plenty of opportunities to tell me in middle school and high school.
What's the right time to tell a friend about your relatives? Besides, as I just said, my uncle just married into the family. Our household is almost completely unrelated to the great corporation. It's not something worth bragging about, is it?
But I was working at his company, and so was our classmate Emma. You knew about this, so you could have at least told us that it was your cousin's company.
Were you listening to me? If our family was the main branch of the corporation, that would be one thing, but my uncle just married in. My uncle and cousin's company has nothing to do with our family. There was absolutely no reason to tell my friends about that.
That might be true, but still.
Besides, would you have believed me? You might have thought I was making it up just to impress you.
Of course I would have believed you. We were...
Friends? I thought so too, until recently. You're the one who decided that.
This is just... I can't believe this is happening.
Well, it doesn't matter anymore. I just came today because of Mr. Wilson's request, but it seems like you didn't want me to come, so I'll just quietly leave now.
Huh? Mr. Wilson? Do you mean...
Yes, your dad. You probably didn't know about this, but your father personally asked me to come. He said he wanted to see his precious daughter being celebrated by her friends on her wedding day. That's why he specially asked me to come.
Really? He asked you directly?
He seemed to completely believe your casual lie. He sincerely asked me to try and make my work schedule work. That's why I came to the wedding as a groom's relative, but also to celebrate you. Even though I was pretty annoyed about your attitude, I came all the way to congratulate you.
No way! Dad did that for me?
But you don't want to be congratulated by me anyway, and it seems like none of our other classmates were invited either. You don't want to be congratulated by poor friends. I finally get it. Well, in that case, I'll gracefully leave.
Ah!
Enjoy your wedding with only the rich people who passed your screening. I'll just say goodbye to Mr. Wilson, and then I'm leaving.
Sarah, I'm so sorry about my foolish daughter. I had no idea Olivia didn't want to invite you, and for such a ridiculous reason.
Mr. Wilson, you don't need to apologize.
No, this is partly my responsibility. I didn't realize she had become so twisted. It must be because of my poor parenting. I tried my best as a single father, but I guess I was just a terrible father.
That's not true. You're a wonderful father, Mr. Wilson. I know because I was with Olivia throughout middle and high school. I've noticed the lunchboxes you made for Olivia always had her favorite dishes. You've always cared so much about her.
Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate your kind words, but I still feel apologetic, so please let me formally apologize to you another day. You must have been hurt by those harsh words from Olivia.
No, I'm okay, but thank you for your consideration. Then I look forward to meeting you sometime later. But for today, please just focus on celebrating Olivia's wedding. This is her big day, and I'm sure Olivia wants your celebration more than anyone else's.
No, a failure of a father like me doesn't deserve to be at the wedding. That's why I'm about to leave the venue now.
What? You're leaving too, Mr. Wilson? But you shouldn't.
I raised a daughter who doesn't value her friends. I can't continue to stay at the wedding with these feelings. Besides, Olivia has decided to only associate with rich people, right? Then I'm probably just a nuisance to her now.
No. That's way too negative, Mr. Wilson. You're an important father to Olivia. There's no way she'd think of you as a nuisance. She cares about you so much.
I hope so, but I'm not confident. Besides, I want to go apologize at my late wife's grave soon. I want to say sorry for being a failure of a father who couldn't raise our child properly.
That's...
Well, I'll contact you later for a proper apology. I'm truly sorry about all of this.
You have nothing to apologize for, Mr. Wilson.
Thank you, Sarah. You've always been such a good friend to my daughter. I wish she could see that.
What should I do, Sarah? Dad actually left the venue. He said he couldn't feel like celebrating my wedding. He said he doesn't know a daughter who would abandon her longtime friends.
Wow, so he really left. But there's nothing we can do now, so try to enjoy your wedding. It's such a luxurious wedding after all.
How can I enjoy it? The bride's father has left. My fiancé and his parents are in a panic, asking what happened. They're saying we should cancel the wedding in this situation.
Oh, that's serious.
They're asking me what happened, but I can't tell them. I can't possibly say that I kicked out a friend for being poor, and that she turned out to be the groom's cousin, and that my dad got angry about it. I can't say that. I've been acting so sweet in front of him.
Looks like it's time for your true colors to show.
Please, Sarah, you've got to help me. My whole future is falling apart.
What exactly do you expect me to do?
Can you go find my dad and bring him back, please?
You think he'll listen to me? He's deeply hurt because of you, Olivia.
He respects you. He always has. Maybe if you talk to him, he might change his mind.
This is your mess to fix, not mine.
I know that, but I'm begging you. I'll do anything.
Anything? Even admit to your fiancé what you said about me and your other friends?
That would actually ruin everything.
Then there's nothing I can do for you.
Please come back right now. If you come back, I'm sure Dad will come back too. Then maybe the wedding can still proceed somehow. I don't want to miss this chance to marry into wealth.
You were the one who kicked me out first. It's too convenient to ask me to come back now.
That's true, but can't you do it as a favor for a friend? Can't you just help me?
Huh? Friends? Who's friends with whom? Since when were we friends?
Huh?
I thought we were friends since middle school, but that's not right. Olivia never once thought of me as a friend, right? So how can you suddenly say a favor for a friend? That's rich coming from you.
That's,
Also, I've never been good at reading the room, right? So this time, I'll read the room for you. Don't worry. I understand what you're thinking now, so I won't go to the venue.
What?
I enjoyed being with you since middle school, but it was painful for you. Having lunch with me was an unpleasant time, and although you always invited me to the convenience store, you actually wanted me to decline. So this time, when you say come to the venue, you actually mean don't come, right? I'm finally starting to understand what you've been trying to say.
No, that's not it, Sarah. This time I really want you to come. That's my true feeling.
Oh, come on, don't say that. I won't be fooled anymore, so I'll just stay quietly at home. I'll give my wedding gift to my cousin later.
I don't even need a wedding gift. I just need you and my father to come back to the venue. Please, Sarah.
But like you said, I'm just a poor, uncultured person. I'd only bring down the atmosphere of your luxurious wedding.
No, I was wrong. I didn't mean any of that. I was just caught up in everything.
People don't say things they don't mean, Olivia. They say things they're afraid to admit under normal circumstances.
That's not true. I was just trying to distance myself from my past because I was insecure.
Insecure? About what?
About not being good enough for him and his family. About coming from a single-parent household without much money.
So you lashed out at others who reminded you of your insecurities?
Yes. No. I don't know. Please, I'm desperate here.
I can see that, but honestly, if your relationship can't withstand this setback, maybe it's not meant to be.
How can you say that? You don't understand what this marriage means to me.
I understand perfectly. You're more concerned about marrying into wealth than about the people who've cared about you all along.
That's not fair!
Neither was how you treated me and your other friends. Neither was how you spoke about your father, who sacrificed everything to raise you.
I know I messed up. I know that now. Please help me fix this.
It's too late, Olivia. There's nothing I can do.
Sarah, please, don't do this to me.
No, you did this to yourself, Olivia. Maybe it's time you learned that actions have consequences.
I'll change. I promise I'll be better.
Some lessons have to be learned the hard way. This might be yours.
Sarah.
Anyway, good luck with your luxurious ceremony, and enjoy your life as a wealthy CEO's wife. We're not friends, but as a classmate since middle school, I truly do hope you find happiness someday, but not at the expense of others. Goodbye, Olivia. Since the bride's father didn't return, the wedding was temporarily canceled. Afterward, the two families had a discussion, and Mr. Wilson explained to the groom's side as, "I felt unworthy to participate in the wedding after raising a daughter who would abandon her friends for a wealthy marriage." That led to all of the harsh words toward me coming to light. As a result, the groom told Olivia, "It seems like the woman I thought you were is different from who you actually are," and the marriage was called off. And Mr. Wilson also declared to Olivia, "I'm sorry I couldn't raise you to be a decent person. I'm not worthy to be your father, so please forget about me. Let's each live our own lives from now on." Well, this is typical behavior from the serious Mr. Wilson. Olivia collapsed to her knees and cried her heart out at losing her beloved dad. It was an even bigger shock than the wedding being called off, and I heard that she quit her job and has been living a sad, lonely life ever since.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.